Welcome dear students. So in today's class we are going to discuss the matrix method in the environmental impact assessment methodology. So matrix method is a methodology which provides a framework of interaction of different activities of a project with the potential environmental impacts that are caused by them, and in fact a simple interaction matrix is formed when where the project actions will be listed on one axis. Normally we consider the vertical axis for listing them, and then the environmental impacts are listed along the other axis. And this technique was pioneered by Lepered et al. In the year 1971, and it lists about 100 project actions and about 88 environmental characteristics and conditions. Now, the importance of the matrices are that the matrices are actually two-dimensional tables, and they facilitate the identification of the impacts arising from the interaction between the project activities and also the specific environmental components. And the entries of the cell of the matrix can be either qualitative or quantitative estimates of the impact. So this is a simple matrix. Now coming to a simple matrix. So what is a simple matrix? So a simple matrix is simply a list of the environmental aspects that are listed along the vertical axis, against which we will determine whether an activity would have an adverse effect, no effect, or beneficial effect. And normally a simple X or a tick will be given under the appropriate column. So this is a simple matrix. Now there is other type of matrix which we call as a Lepered matrix. So Lepered matrix is a qualitative measurement of the environmental or the social impacts of a development or a project, and it usually consists of, like I told you, 100 project activities on the horizontal axis and about 88 environmental or social aspects on the vertical axis. And the environmental aspects that are listed on the vertical axis are those which are likely to be affected by any of the project activities. And you can see that here in this case the cells of the matrix will be divided by a diagonal line. As you see here, it will be divided by a diagonal line, and the top division is used to describe the magnitude of the impact that activity will have on the environmental aspect, and then the bottom division is normally used to describe the significance of that impact. So here we can see that both the magnitude and the significance are rated on a scale of 1 to 10. So normally it is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, and this is subjective to the surveyor, the one who surveys, and it is based on the baseline data collected. And if a cell has no division, that just means that the activity has no impact on the environmental aspect. So if there is no division provided, then it just means that the activity has no impact on the environmental aspect. So here you can see, like I told you, it is rated on a scale of 1 is to 10, 1 to 10, and here 10 represents the greatest magnitude of the impact, and if it is 1, it represents the least magnitude of impact. So there is no zeros, just remember there is no zeros. And normally before each number we place a plus if the impact would be beneficial. And like I said, in the lower right hand corner of the box we place a number between 1 to 10, which indicates the importance of the possible impact. For example, the regional, whether it is regional or local, etc. So this is how the cells in the matrix will be divided, and this is how the project activity, that is the environmental aspect and the project activity, are related, and then the magnitude and the significance is also rated on a scale of 1 to 10. So this is the matrix method. Now coming to the advantages and disadvantages, the matrix method actually links the action to the impact. So it is actually a very good method for displaying the results of the environmental impact assessment, and there is a direct link between the action and the impact in this case. Now coming to the disadvantages, it is very difficult to distinguish between the direct and the indirect impacts by this method, and also there is a potential for counting or double counting of the impacts in this case. and it is qualitative in nature, and hence it does not refer to the quantity of the impact. So that is also one of the disadvantages of the matrix method. Thank you.